There's something profoundly beautiful hidden in the rhythm of an ordinary Sunday, especially when seen through the lens of someone living with chronic illness. It's in these moments, between the mundane tasks of running errands and grocery shopping, receiving a migraine injection, the act of decluttering, the focused creativity of editing a video, and preparing a nutritious meal that the essence of life truly shines. These aren't just tasks, they're the chapters of our existence, the small, powerful acts of living that, when pieced together, form the narrative of a fulfilling life. Each step, regardless of its size, stands as a declaration of resilience, a testament to the remarkable strength required to find joy in the simplicity of a daily routine. Hello and welcome, my friends, to a Sunday in my life.
Hi guys, welcome to another vlog. Today's Sunday and we're going to do a spend the Sunday with me. It's actually quite late already. I think it's like 11:30 in the morning, and I have quite an ambitious list for today of things that I want to do. And I'm exhausted. I am absolutely exhausted. But today I am more exhausted than usual. And I wonder if it has to do with the hormones I'm taking. So yes, guys, I have started taking the hormones. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. So these are the two things I'm taking. This is the progesterone. Let's try that shot again, shall we? So I take one of these every night, and this one is the estrogen, and it has like a measuring pump, and I do one pump every night before bed as well, and I apply on my inner thighs. You can apply on your arms as well, like closer to your armpit, because I think there's a lot of like estrogen receptors like close to the breast area. I think you can apply it on the breasts as well, but my doctor said because I'm kind of like don't have a lot of mass on my arms, she said my inner thighs were probably bigger surface to spread the gel, because one pump is actually quite a good amount. I think I'm already starting to see some effects, and the first one, and it's not a very nice one, is cramping. I am feeling a lot of cramping every day, like I'm on my period. And no, there's no bleeding, there's no period, but just feels like there's a certain heaviness like inside my uterus, and it feels like my whole torso is kind of like tight and squeezing. I don't know if that makes any sense, but anyways, that is what I have been feeling. And the second one, and this might be a little bit too much TMI, if you don't want to hear this, just skip ahead. But that's just information that should be talked about. And one of the things that menopause can cause is a lot of vaginal dryness. And that definitely was the case for me, but that has changed quite a bit since I started and I think the estrogen is to blame that. It has changed quite a bit to what I think I used to be before. So that is really good, because that really cuts down on the amount of lubrication that I need to use during sex. So that is awesome. So cramps, more lubrication. The other thing that I've noticed, and mind you, I've only been taking these for, I think today's day 4 or 5, so it hasn't been very long at all, is I am feeling emotional. And I think the progesterone is to blame for that. I'm feeling, I don't know, like I just want to cry, but I'm not depressed. It's not like I'm depressed and I want to cry. It's just like an emotional kind of like response, a little bit of sadness. I don't know. I can't even pinpoint and say what it is. It is definitely not depression, but just like, I don't know, just a little bit like, you know, what I've read is those side effects are most prominent in the first couple of months that you start hormone therapy, and then that they ease off over time as your body gets used to the hormones and sort of balance itself. So I hope that is the case, because yeah, I just been a lot more emotional and a lot more tired. So is it the hormones? I don't know. Is it a flare? Who knows? That's how it goes, right? You never know what is causing what when you have multiple chronic illnesses. So I have quite a bit to do today. Let me show you a little glimpse of my planner. So yes, I do put rest into my daily planner. I actually worked the day before, and I do a little bit of work here and there when I can. And so the next day, the Friday, I make sure to like put a big rest on it to avoid any temptation of getting anything done. The only other thing I had for that day was to reply to comments, because I hate when they start piling up, and I hate for people to think that I'm not reading the comments or I don't care to reply, because I really do. I really read every single one of them, and I do my best to reply like in a timely manner. So I did schedule that in there, and that's something that I can do from bed. So no problem, I can rest and reply to comments. Then yesterday I had 2 videos to film, which, let me tell you, that was a little bit ambitious of me. I don't know if it's something that I would try to do again in the future. I was just trying to be a little bit more productive. It takes time to get myself ready, to get the lights ready, to get the camera and the setting ready. And if I can get 2 videos filmed out of one setting, then that's time management, right? That's more effective. But it does take a lot of energy for me to film, because yeah, just like speaking and remembering what I want to say and all that stuff, like that takes a lot of energy. And I don't know if it's because I am more exhausted than normal that I just felt completely wiped yesterday. But yeah, I have to kind of assess that in the future if it's something that I'm gonna wanna do. And I had a load of laundry also scheduled for yesterday that did not happen, so that is being pushed for today. The most important thing for today that absolutely needs to happen on top of everything else is I need to get my monthly migraine injection. So normally I get those preloaded, they're not even a syringe, self-application pens. And my husband usually does it for me because I'm too chicken to do it myself. Honestly, I think it's because like they hurt, not when the needle goes in, but when the liquid goes in, and it takes a while for the liquid to go completely in, and you sort of have to wait there, and you have to wait for the second click to take the auto injector off. And I'm afraid that as a reflex from the pain, I'm gonna take it away. And yeah, that would be a disaster because you would compromise the dosage, and that costs $700. So I just rather that he will do it for me. But this month, my pharmacy called and said that these, what are they called? Brain fog has been so bad. The self-applicator syringes, pens, whatever you want to call it, were backlogged and they couldn't get them. So the next best thing is preloaded syringes. which all it means is that the liquid that comes in a vial has already been pre-drawn into a syringe, and honestly, that's the easy part. But then it looks like a normal syringe with a needle, and you have to inject yourself. And I cannot do that myself, and I don't want my husband to do it because he has never done it. And from past experience, I know that the technique used and the experience of the person applying it can, or giving, can make a huge difference in pain and how it feels, or how much bruising you get and all that kind of stuff. So I told my pharmacist, I'm like, no, not happening here. And she's like, okay, just come on in and we'll do it for you. So I have to go to my pharmacy to get this injection. And I feel like a baby. Yeah, I am terrified. And says the person who gives injections, draws blood, starts IVs, does perineal repair. I use needles all the time. I can do all of that stuff, but not on myself. Go explain. Anyways, that's what has to happen today. That's the most important. And then I want to get some groceries, but I want to go to this specific store nearby that it's kind of like an Asian kind of grocery store, Asian international grocery store, but they have the best fruits and vegetables there at the best price. And I'm pretty sick and tired of apples and bananas, to be honest, because anything else that we try to buy here at the grocery store is just very expensive and tastes like nothing, tastes like cardboard. And I just get so upset paying all that money for something that tastes like shit. So I'm gonna go there. It's a little bit, it's not too much of a drive, it's like a 20-minute drive, but then parking is really hard, and today's Sunday and it's going to be packed. But I want my food, because I'm trying to eat a lot healthier. I'm trying to cut all processed foods, all sugars, which means lots of fruits and veggies and grains. And yeah, so that means doing this trip today. Maybe we'll throw a round of laundry in. We'll see how it goes. I have to finish editing one of the videos that I filmed yesterday. I already started, you know, some of the editing, like the rough cuts, last night, but I just wanted to be completely ready and upload it into YouTube so I don't have to worry about next Monday. As you can see, my car is not much different than it was from last vlog. I still have all that stuff to drop off. So our first stop is at Value Village. It's a donation place, and file only got bigger, but we are taking care of it today. My van is finally going to be clutter-free. That's very exciting because that was making a lot of noise every time I drove around. That's an interesting little thing.
Contraption. Well, you're expecting that.
I expect. Yeah, like, well, not the vial because it's pre-filled, but I expected it to look like just a regular syringe.
Oh my God, I'm such a baby.
So I'm gonna take your advice and do it like the vitamin K. So it's nice and slow.
Can I just see what it looks like?
Yeah,
okay, it looks like a syringe.
Yeah. How you doing?
Okay.
Yeah, all done.
How was it?
I loved it. Awesome. Glad it's done and over. Oh, I think the anticipation is worse.
Yeah.
It's like...
That's why I thought I'd just get everything ready.
Yeah.
So you just come in and you don't have to do...
Yeah, I don't think I could do that by myself. Even if it was like the abdomen, which is ridiculous. Like I give injections like all the time, but I'm a baby. I got a bunch of fruits and veggies, and the biggest difference is there are certain fruits that I just cannot find it at my local grocery store. For example, passion fruit. And I absolutely love, okay, you're gonna think that this is a bit of a crazy combination, but trust me, it is so good. And that is watermelon. You chop it into little pieces. Then you put some passion fruit over it. So cut it in half, scoop all that seedy yellow stuff, throw it on top, and then top it off with some mint. It is divine. It is one of my favorite snacks. And then what else? Got some peaches. I don't know if they're good. The best peaches I've ever had are peaches here from Ontario in the summer. They are the sweetest and the juiciest peaches I've ever had in my life. It is not peach season. I don't know where those peaches come from. Papaya. I had such a good papaya while I was in Mexico, as well as mangoes. Oh my, those mangoes were so good and so cheap. I don't even want to tell you how much I paid for this mango, but anyways, an Asian pear. So these are all the snacks. Then for dinner, I bought some cauliflower, sweet potatoes. Now these are the yellow or white flashed white potatoes, because most of the sweet potatoes that we find at the local grocery stores here are the really orangey inside kind of sweet potatoes. They're pink on the outside and then they're super orange on the inside, and they're good, but they are very, very sweet, and sometimes I find it a bit like too strong, too much. So I much prefer the ones that are kind of white on the inside. And I got pumpkin. Then I got cassava. Now cassava is something that is very common in Africa, very common in Brazil, and it's a root vegetable and it's completely white on the inside. And I find it super yummy. I've never seen being cooked here in Canada. There are not many supermarkets that sell those, so I have to go. It's at least like my regular supermarket doesn't. So when I go to this Asian market, I always grab some of those. They freeze well too, so after you cook it, you can freeze it. And it's super good, super nutritious. Got some brown rice, fish, some tea, carrots, and some Brussels sprouts. I think I'm stocked for the week.
So I'm just gonna put all this stuff away, and then when I'm preparing dinner, I'll bring you guys along. But first, let me show you how cute those flowers are. My daughter got it yesterday for Valentine's. She did a little, what's it called, Galentine's little party with her friends. It was so cute, but these are the flowers that she used and they just like instantly lift your mood. I am such a sucker for flowers. I just don't buy them often because they're so expensive here in Canada, but they're just so beautiful. There's nothing like some fresh flowers. All right, I will see you guys for dinner. Well guys, today was a successful day. I did not get the laundry done, but I got my groceries done. I dropped off all the stuff at Value Village. I got my injection done. I got some editing done. Overall, was a pretty good day considering that I had such low energy at the beginning of the day. Not only I was exhausted with super low energy, but also my mood was kind of like in the dumps. I feel a little bit more energy now, which is weird because it's already like 8 p.m. But yeah, it's weird. Like the mornings are my worst energy-wise and all. Usually I'm better like midday and then I sort of crash at the end of the day as well. But I have to say I'm feeling a lot better now than I was in the morning. Hopefully I'll be able to sleep because I feel like more energy now. So that's just like, I hope that doesn't prevent me from falling asleep. Anyways, it was super fun bringing you guys along with me on this Sunday. I hope you enjoyed it and I will see you next week.